We're back down at the BARNDO project, and as promised, today is a massive day. But I gotta bring up the speed on something. See that? That is our new chimney. So we were down here yesterday and we put the chimney in, installed it through the wall, and we got it hooked up so that it goes up. And it wasn't an easy project. It wasn't the worst project ever, but it's definitely, if you're a first timer doing it, it's a two-person job. There's a lot of up and down the ladder. You need some help carrying it, and you have to carry the sections up, which is a bit teeter-tottery. It was just coincidence that I got a phone call yesterday from the fellow that's gonna do the insulation. That's right, insulation. He's coming. It's cold, it's necessary, and he's got great timing because we're also gonna hook up the stove today and we're gonna put heat in the building. So the problem with having a big brush pile like this brush pile's been here probably 4 years, is that I bought 4 bags of mouse poison and they ate it all in that building, and I'm about to insulate it. So where they're living everywhere, but you know, this place is pretty much the big city for mice, and I want to make a home a little smaller for them. Any predictions? Have a watch from there, see how it goes. I've got this propane heater that I want to try out. Runs off of your standard propane tank, I think. Yes, it does. Well, it works. Let's go put it in the building, see how well it works. They left that out of the description of the box that it would be completely open, but it's not a bad thing. It's going to do really well, I think. They're here. Ooh. Alright, so they've started spraying, and the chemicals are quite volatile, so in order to be in that space you have to have a full suit and skin protection and respirator and everything like that. And that's what's, until it's sealed and cured, it's quite volatile when it off gases. And while it's wet, apparently if you cut into it while it's still curing, you can get off gassing, but otherwise while it's curing, it's still safe. So shouldn't be any issue there. I want to show you guys while they're doing that. It's not going to take them very long. They've been super fast, and the prep work has been very detailed. It's amazing to see how much work goes into it. They cover everything. So if you're wondering about whether or not you should do this, it's a great investment, especially when you're dealing with buildings like mine that are hard to insulate with square bats. You have to do little slivers and pieces and backfilling in order to make sure the bats fill the space. This is a great option. It's a little bit more expensive, but in the end, I think it's going to be more efficient, and it's going to be a lot more cost effective down the road when it comes to heating the place, because of the way I'm heating it. The wood I'm not going to use to heat it isn't going to cost me money down the road, and it will pay for itself in the end. So, and things are always getting more expensive over time anyway, so this is going to be self-evident in the coming years when this is going to be, and it's so expensive for some people, you might as well do it now, because that's the way I look at things that were just 10 years old. Let's have a look right now and see how that little cardboard burn went. Some unexpected results there. Half the pile is now gone, and it's only been a couple hours. That's pretty intense. And she's hot from here. Wow. That escalated quickly. Oh my God, that's amazing.
They'll assume I wouldn't spend too much time with the mask.
No, I'm gonna get out of here.
Definitely don't come all the way upstairs.
No.
It's a little warm.
Up here I got sweating.
So as you just saw, that's a pretty impressive situation. These guys are insulating that building, and they're in there working in t-shirts right now. One thing's different. These guys are airtight insulation. They're out of Wallace in Nova Scotia here. These guys, when you see them work, you can see they care. They are taking the time. They're looking at all the cracks and all the crevices. They're doing the work that needs to be done, and they're doing it right. And that makes a huge difference. It makes me feel really good about who I hired to come do this job. And you can see that they care. From the prep work all the way down to the time they take on each segment of wall, how they're looking at it from all the directions, little squirt here, little squirt there, check for depth. They're taking the time. There's a lot of experience in that building right now doing the insulation, and it shows. This is not some young guy who wants to get in out of here and get it done. They are doing it right, and they're gonna stay here until it's done right. Just a small job. They could be somewhere else making a lot more money than they are with me here today, and they're taking the time to take care of my job just like it's a big job, and I really, really appreciate it. That's a shameless plug from experience. That has absolutely nothing to do with money or how much I pay or all of that. Anyways, project's on track to be finished. I'm really impressed. Let's see what it looks like in the end. And I know you can't hear it, but this place is so quiet now. What a difference, eh? Man, that's fantastic. Look downstairs. So first things first, a propane heater inside of a now sealed barn, that's not a good thing. So we gotta put the fireplace in. I've got some new stovepipe. We're gonna set the fireplace up on some cinder blocks, and then we're going to start hooking up pipe. Now that all the lumber's out of the way, let's set up and position the stove so that we can get it mounted. Oh, Timmy. So now, here's the ish part. There's a crimped end, and then there's a standard end. So what I need to do is I need the measurement from the top of this crimp all the way up to where I need to cut in order for it to go and enter that crimp. Once I do, I'll mark it, I'll cut around that line, and we'll put it in and marry them together. So you just missed me blaming everybody but myself for the difficulty in cutting this, but it's done. So let's get it together, see if it works. Man, it did look like I know what I'm doing. 15 self-tapping screws. 15. You tell me why. Why not 16? Maybe they consider 15 as one extra. either we're about to burn the BARNDO out, or we're about to have an awesome fire that's going to heat this place for the rest of the life of the stove. And that would suck. What we're looking for right now is two things. We're making sure that there's no smoke coming out the draft, which is down the front. This is controlled by this spring in here. Controls the draft. You can set how high it goes. We're looking for it to suck the smoke out, and it's burning off the paint right now. As the heat grows, we'll go see how that looks. I'm gonna go get something. I'll be right back. So this is a piece of slate. This is from a schoolhouse somewhere. We've had this in our family ever since we were kids, and I'm gonna put this behind here. Now the foam itself isn't flammable, especially even during the curing process. But I'm gonna set that back there just to provide a little bit of extra protection from the firebox and the foam, to make sure we don't accidentally do anything that we shouldn't be. Turns out this is working nicely, so I'm gonna go turn the other one off. Unfortunately, I'm running out of daylight, and I have to button a few things up before the sun goes down. Thanks for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. The spray foam and the fireplace, that's a really big landmark for me. I hope that you've taken away something from it. If you're gonna think about doing those A and B kits, maybe you shouldn't. These guys were awesome. It wasn't that much more expensive. It's more expensive than traditional insulation, bad insulation. But when you're dealing with a wonky building like this, it's already doing incredible things. So if you like the content, if you want to support my channel and what I'm doing here with the barndominium conversion, like, subscribe, share, comment. It really helps the algorithm going forward, and I'll be working to put together something a little bit more. The solar system's about here. I'm just waiting for the batteries. They should be here next week, and we're going to get the insulated roll-up door in. It'll be lights, solar system, and then finish work. It's going to be awesome. Stick around. We'll see you then. Bye-bye, death chair.